Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
How are you all doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thank you. So today we're back to for this for the last day of the week, and I sent out the invite for the remind. Some of you have not accepted the invite. Please try and accept the so that you can receive notification from me on your phones. Okay. Hello.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So, for all of our Zoom classes, they're not going to be like posted on Canvas. They're just the recordings are going to be posted on YouTube.
Say it again.
For like the class recordings, they're going to be posted on YouTube, not Canvas, right?
Well, what I use I record it, but the only way I can put it, make it available for you to see is to put it on YouTube, so that you can be able to. And if I put it private, you cannot be able to access it except if I give you my password. So if you have some problem with that, then I can stop putting. I can remove it from the public view. I just wanted to put it there so that you can review the lecture after the class, Hello?
Okay.
Yeah. So if you are you uncomfortable with that?
No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that's how it was going to be.
Yeah, I want to, because maths, after the class, when you go home, sometimes when you want to practice, you might not remember what the teacher say in the class. So, but when you watch the YouTube video, you can always see what the teacher said about maybe a problem, how to do it,
Mhm. And I was having trouble with piercing my lab. I know you like sent out an announcement, but did you like figure out how we could use the access code?
I'm thinking that probably because I'm still working on. I have not finished everything I'm doing there, and also they have a different. I think shall I call it a different arrangement with Barnes and Noble. So I think it is affecting the whole thing. So I will figure everything out by this weekend when I finish setting up the assignments, so that you can now be able to, by Wednesday it will be up and running. So no need to worry. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So let's see. Today we'll be working on please, like I said, after the class, try and put your and accept the invite, so that I have two people have already accepted. But I need more people, so that when I send the message, I will be sure that it reached everybody. I will still send the same message in Canvas, but you know that some student doesn't check their Canvas unless they want to do assignments and so on and so forth. So you might miss something, before the time you wanted to check your Canvas page. All right, let's start. Today we begin with what will be our focus today will be, I've already explained that in statistics, we collect and analyze data. And I uploaded a handout for you, the PowerPoint that you can use to read for this week. Next week, I will upload a new one that will cover some of the things we'll be doing today. So today we'll be looking at how do we present those data. So we collect the data, we analyze them. So before you can analyze the data, you have to present those data in a form that can be where people can understand what they are, and then you'll be able to apply any of the analytical tools you want to use on them. So how do you present those data? That is will be our topic this week, from today till the end of next week. We're working on data presentation. Okay. Now, so these are the methods. Let me share my screen with you so you can see it very well. I think I'm already sharing it, but let me make sure. You can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So here are the methods we use to present data: the frequency distribution, the histogram, bar charts, pie charts, well, I wrote histogram twice, so I'm going to remove one of them. Okay. Then frequency polygon, Pareto chart, stem and leaf plot. There are many kinds of charts, but these are the one we'll be focusing on this class. I will start with the frequency distribution. Frequency distribution simply means a distribution that consists of classes and their corresponding frequencies. And now we have two of them that we normally use. We usually use in statistics. The first one is called a categorical frequency distribution. The second one is called a grouped frequency distribution. Now, for today, we'll be working on categorical type of frequency distribution. And the first example will be number 1 and number 2 questions. So we call them categorical frequency distribution because we place the data sets in specific categories and then, get their frequencies by tallying. Now, let us do an example of how of this. Suppose that this is a first example. Let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see it very well. It says 25 Army inductees, we are giving blood tests. Now, these are only 25 of them. In real life, there are going to be many of them. But we normally do in statistics, we use a smaller sample to show an example so that to be able to understand the concept. So now, 25 of them are given a test to determine their blood types. So these are the data that we use for that were obtained from that exercise. So we have blood group A, B, and all this, O and the rest of them. It said construct a frequency distribution to present this data, and then interpret your results. Okay. Now, let us do it. So the first thing we do is to make our table of values. In the classroom, we use a pen and paper to draw it on the paper. And me, I will draw it on the board. But since we are not in the classroom, like I said at the beginning, I will try as much as I can to make it feel like we're in the classroom. Okay. So we make a table of values. So I can pick my table from here. From insert, let me write solution first. Solution. So I can pick my table from here. Just give me 1 minute. Oh yeah, you guys can see this. So I went here and insert and I pick my table. I pick as much cell as I need. Then when I'm done, if it's too much, I'm gonna remove some of them. So we have blood group. And frequency. Now, from now on, I'm going to be using F for frequency. Okay, F to present frequency. I think somebody just came in. Okay. Now, you might even want to put percentages. That will make it even more easy, more understandable. So I'm going to put one more line here to put the percent. Excuse me, I missed it. Okay, right here. Okay, I put one more line to make it to add percent. A percent. Okay. So you can see the category here, the blood group, and this is the frequency. So that's why we call it categorical frequency distribution. Okay. Now, I can just make some adjustments here so that it wouldn't look so disorganized. Okay. Now we have in blood group we have A, B, O, and AB. I think A, B, O, and AB. So the first group is our A, B, O, AB. Then we have our total. So that means that we don't need these two sections. So I'm gonna remove them. So I can just excuse me. I can just center this. Now, okay, now frequency for A. What is the frequency for A? Now I'm gonna go here. How many A's we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. So the frequency is 5. How about B? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the frequency is 7. See? So I did it on paper too. So I have, let me just put on what I have. So these two examples shows you how to get the frequencies. So I'm gonna type in what I have. I've done on paper already. I will have the rest of them 4. So when you add all this, now I want to show you something. There, if you don't have a scientific calculator, there's one that is free online. It is called Desmos, and I'm gonna show you how to get it. Let me open Google. Okay. So to get Desmos, all you gotta do is to go to Google and at this search field, type desmos.com. Now, because we are looking for the scientific calculator, put /scientific. Okay, that will give us the Desmos. Now, why do I have this? I wanted to add. Excuse me, sorry, my mistake. I wanted to so that when you want to do calculations, you can always use this Desmos. So I wanted to add this number to get the totals. Okay. So going back to Desmos, let me write these numbers down so I don't have to be looking back and forth. Where's my paper? I'm gonna write it on this paper book. Okay. I got 5 and 7 plus 9 plus 4. Okay. So going back to Desmos, I'm gonna have this 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 4, 25. See, 25. So the total is 25. So let me get back to my class. I think I missed. I think this is it right here. Oh, that's not it. I'm looking for, okay, I think I found it. Our work disappeared. Okay, I think probably this is gonna be this one. Yep, that's it, 25. So now to get the percent, how do we get the percent? Basically, this gives you the frequency distribution, but you might need a question might ask you to get the percent. So that's why I wanted to add the percent to that. So you can see that this is our category and these are the frequency. So let's get the percent. The first percent, to get the first percent, all we have to have for A group. Okay. The percent will be 5 divided by total. So you're gonna have 5 divided by total of 25 times 100. See, that will give you the percent for group A. So I will take it to the Desmos now. So we have 5 over 25. I will clear this. This is it. Yep, we got it. 5 over 25. Then times hundreds. Oh, excuse me, I put it wrong there. Times hundreds. Times hundreds. That give you 20%. So I'm gonna go here and put 20%. 20%. So you follow the same steps. For example, to get the frequency for group B, I mean B group, you're gonna do the frequency for group B is 7. So you're gonna be 7 divided by 25 times 100. Okay. Again, I'll take you to Desmos so you can do the calculation. It says 7, so I'm going to change this to 7 here, so that it will read as 7 over 25 times 100. That gives us 28%. Taking you back to the work, so you're going to have 28% here. Following the same process, I got the rest of them as 36% for group O. And then for group AB, I got 16%. Okay. And when you add all of this, you get a total of 100%. So this is a good example of a categorical frequency distribution. Any question for me? Any question for me, class?
No.
Okay, good. Now, in statistics, when you present your data, you have to interpret the data. What does this thing tell us? So that somebody who is not a statistician can now understand what you are saying. So interpretation of this our results. You can see that most of these amine inductee belong to blood group O and group B. Majority of them are in group O and group B. This is one way of interpreting it. So majority of the amine inductees belong to blood group O. Okay, only a few of them belong to blood group AB. Now, this is one way. You can even say that 20% of the amine inductee belong to group A, 28% belong to group B, 30% to group AOO, then 16% to group AB. Now, with this information, whoever is in charge of this, assume that these people are being sent to maybe a peacekeeping mission, maybe Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever. You have to know the quantity of the amount of each blood group to have in case somebody in the group get hot. You know that you're gonna stock more of blood group B and O than the rest of them. See, this is a good example of how you can use statistics to make decision. Okay, so this is, like I said, this is a good example of categorical frequency distribution. Let's try another example because it can come in different forms. If you look at this one, we have you see the data below shows the number of iPads sold in each of 50 days. Use this data to construct a frequency distribution of the number of iPads sold in the past 50 days. So if you look at the way they look like, like a raw data. There's no pattern here. So when you put them in a table of frequency distribution table, it will now show a pattern. They can be able to interpret it or explain what it means. Let's do it. Again, we put our excuse me, let me make sure you have this. So we put our insert button. Okay, insert. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way here. The number of iPads. iPads. Then frequency, F. Like I said, I will be using F for frequency from now on. So I'm gonna just adjust this. Okay, excuse me. Okay. Now you can see that on 50 days, like for example, the first day 4 iPads were sold. Next day 5 iPads, and so there are some days that they didn't sell any iPad. That is 0. So you can see that it started from 0 and goes all the way to the highest amount sold in a given day, which is 5. So you're gonna have here as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 iPads. I can center this. Okay. Now, the frequency. Okay, let me make it frequency F. Okay, I may just make a few adjustments. Okay. How many of them are zeros? You can go from here. That's 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 of them were 0. Then on 5 different days, they did not sell any iPad. So following that same steps, for example, 1, how many days do they sell 1 iPad? I see 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So on 8 different days, they sold 1 iPad. So there's some number of in eight different days. So we have 8. So now, so the number of iPads sold become the category this time. Here, the one we did before, the blood group is the category. This one is also the number of iPads sold become the category. Now, then we have the 2 iPads. So we have 2. If you count, so like I said, I've already done this on paper. So I'm going to put in the numbers. If you count them, for 14 iPads sold. How many days did they say 3 iPads? I got 13. Then I got 6 for 4. On 6 different days, they sold iPad. And for the day they sold 5 iPads, 4 different days. So the total becomes 50. In the other example, I showed you how to get the percentages if you want to add the percentages. Other than that, you don't have to add the percentage. Now, I want to show you something here. I want to use this opportunity to introduce what we called relative frequency. Relative frequency. Now, what we did in the previous example, like this one, is a good example of relative frequency. Relative frequency, you divide each frequency with the total, and then then calculate leave the answer as a decimal or as percent. So for relative frequency, now we have answered the question actually. See, use the data to construct a frequency distribution for iPad sold. So we have the answer right here. So let me just center this. So when you get this, we are done. But I just wanted to show you, give you more information how to calculate relative frequency, because you're gonna be meeting it in some of the questions. You'll be answering starting from next week. Now, so how do we calculate relative frequency? Since this part of the workbook we are using will not allow me to put the formulas, so I'm gonna take you to a different workbook. Let me open a new workbook here. Okay. All right. Good. Now we can now have I can share this with you. Okay, now how do you calculate the relative frequency? I'm gonna put the formula so you can see the formula. Okay, relative frequency the frequency which we call RF becomes frequency frequency over N or total. Frequency divided by total. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this and then put it so you can see it. Yeah, and we okay, I think this is where we are. Yep, frequency over total. Okay, so this is the formula right here. Okay, so that suppose we want to add the relative, if the question asks you to calculate the relative frequency for this our result, I can just put a new column for it. I have this right here. Okay. Okay, let's have so we have relative frequency. What it called RF. Okay. Now to add RF, to get it, like just do frequency divided by total. So for example, for the first one, okay, frequency is 5 over total of 50. That'll give us the answer right there. Okay. Now we can get this from decimals. 5 by 50. Okay. 5 divided by 50. 0.1. So I usually like to go to 2 or 3 decimal places. 0.1. So it's gonna be 0.1. Is the relative frequency, which is 0.1. This is the same as saying 10%. Now the other one, which is 8. See, 8 over 50. So you're gonna be 8 divided by 50. Now you can get this from the decimals as 8 by 50. Just put 8 right here. 0.16. So I'm gonna go back 0.16. So next is for this one 14. 14 by 50. Okay. I will take you to decimals. 14 divided by 50. 0.28. Okay. This is 0.28. So this is like saying 28%. So because relative frequency is a percentage. Next one is 13. 13 divided by 50. I'll go back to that place. 13 by 50. I'll change this to 13. 0.26, which is 26%. 0.26. 0.26 or 26%. This is 6, because here is 6. So it's 6 over 50. Okay. 6 over 50. I'll take you to that place, to Desmos. Okay, 6 by 50. 0.12, or I can call it 12%. 0.12 or 12%. The last but not the least is 4, the frequency of 4. So it's going to be 4 by 50. So I'm going there, 4 by 50. 0.08. 0.08, which is 8%. So to make it all, it is all have two decimal places to make this one 0.10 or 10%. Now, relative frequency, they add to 1. If you add and get 1, it will be 100%. So to do that, let us verify it. If the answer is bigger than 1, that means that it is not correct. So let me write this down so that we can add them. So I'm going to write all this down. Then we go to the calculator and add them to verify that they all add to 1. 0.10 plus 0.16 plus 0.28 plus 0.26 plus 0.12 plus 0.08. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 6, 2, 8, 2, 6, 1, 2. Okay. Now I'll take you to the Desmos. So I have 0.1 plus. Excuse me, I put the wrong thing. 0.1 is right here. 0.1 plus 0.16 plus 0.28 plus 0.26, okay, plus 0.12 plus 0.08. Say it's 1, which means 100%. So sometimes it might be a little bit off, like 0.99, which is still good, or 1.001, which is still good, probably because of rounding error from the calculator or whatever computational tool you are using. So 1.00, okay, 1.00, or I can call it 100%. Any question for me?
No.
Very good. Good. Now let me show you how we can do this using Excel. Because when some people, when they hear Excel, oh, they say software, they freak out. It's really easy. So let me put this in Excel. You can either type it in, or you can, copy it and put it there. So let me just close some pages there so we can be able to have space here. Let me close this here. Close this. Okay. Then let me open Excel and share it with you. So Excel right there. Okay. It's opening. Now, yeah, can you all see the Excel screen I have here?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Now let me show you how you can do this. What I just did, how to get the relative frequency using Excel. So, like I said, you can either type it in, or you can just copy it from here. And copy it from here. This. I don't even need the total, but because I can get it from Excel. Okay, then Control C. Of course, you guys know how to copy. Control C. Then I'll go to my Excel, the spreadsheet, and paste it anywhere I want. Control V, you paste it there. So they are here now. Okay. Now, what we are trying to get is the relative frequency. Okay. Now, Excel, if you know it, like sometimes when you type something, it will go to the next cell. So what I normally do, which happen is just go here and shift it. See, and you know that this place, because I copied it, these lines here are tick. So I'm gonna make this one tick as well. Highlight it, come here. You see where I have this. It's called border. Click on this drop-down menu, choose the tick side part of this, the one that show all borders to be bold. So see, it is not as bold as this one. I can even make it more thicker by putting this here. Well, this is what we can do. Anyway, you get the point. Now, how do we get this cumulative frequency? Now, first of all, you find our total here. Total is right here. How do we get this total? First of all, let me make this in bold so that it will all look the same. Good. Now, how do you find this total here? Like what I explained last week. I'm sorry, on Monday. On Tuesday. Before you can do Excel, put equal sign here, and you have two options. Give me 1 minute. Okay, click here and put equal sign. Now you have two options, either to add all of them manually by saying 5. Click on 5 plus 8 plus 4 plus 12 plus 6 plus 4. Then you press the enter key to give you the answer right here. But this one, it takes a longer time. So I don't really encourage that method. Just do this. Put equal sign. We know that addition means sum. Type sum. Okay. So you can see right there, it come out. Then highlight all of them from here all the way to the last one. Close your parentheses. And then press the enter key. That will give you your answer right there. Then with this, you can now find the relative frequency. If you remember, the relative frequency, the formula for it, if you remember from what we did in the last example, is frequency over total. Okay. So one good thing about Excel is that when you do one example, you can copy it all the way down. It will do the rest for you. So so you come here, and for example, the first one is 5 equal 5 divided by 50, which give you the answer right there, 0.1. Once you do the first one, just copy it down. You see the small box here. You can see the small box here. That's tiny box. When I move my cursor close, it will change to a skinny cross. Once it changes to that, double click on it. It will do the rest of them for you. See all the answer we have in the other sheet. You can see you don't have to do it manually. Each individually. Just when you do the first one, you come here and double click, or you can just drag it down. It will do the copying the answer. It will copy the formula for all of them, which comes to bring us to the what I wanted to say next. In the Excel assignment that I will be giving you, the answers are there already, and then the steps. What I'll be checking on that Excel assignment is how you can follow those steps to get the answers. Now I have issues whereby some students will come and, because the answers are there already, they will just type the answer. Well, I will get you if you do that, because when I click on the answer you have, if you watch my own, for example, if I click on this answer here, it will show me here what you did. If I click on this, it will show me here that you actually did the work. Then I'll give you a credit. But if you go and type the answers, like suppose I type 0.1 here, 0.16. Now when I'm grading it, I come here and click, it won't show me any work. In that case, I'll give you 0. So please, just like I said, the answers are there already in the Excel assignment. They'll be there by Monday. So no worries. Just what I want to test in the ability to follow those steps to get those answers. Question for me? Any questions?
No.
Okay, I think if you don't have any question, I think we are done for the day. On Monday, excuse me. On Monday we will begin. We start from the from group frequency distribution, this type. Then from there we'll do more example. By the end of next week, I expect that we're finishing data presentation, so that the following week we begin data description. Okay. So once again, if you have not responded to my remind invite, please do. And I see you guys next week. Okay.
All right. So
Have a good weekend.
all we have to do is just a discussion, right? So far, since the code we don't have the access code yet.
Yeah, just do the discussion. So hold on. You say you don't have the access code, or it doesn't work. Which one? What is the?
Oh, you sent out an announcement saying that there was a problem going on with the My Lab, whatever it's called.
Yeah. So, but you have the access code though, right? When you click on it, does it give any access code?
I can try again. I can try again, but I remember I had a problem with it last time.
But I have your email. One email I had was that the access code doesn't work. So that means you have the access, because when you click there, you should have the access code. Then maybe when you are trying to put it in to be able to get the assignment to register, it doesn't work. So that's what I thought was the issue, right?
Yes,
I
that
can
was
try
the
again.
issue.
I believe so.
So that one I will be by Wednesday. I will resolve it, and then you can be able to get in with your access code. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I see you guys next on Monday.
Yes, I have a question. I don't think I got the remind email. I don't know if it was sent through Canvas or the email.
You come to your phone.
No.
You didn't get it at all?
No, I didn't get it at all.
So if you can give me your cell phone, I can send it now to you.
Okay.
Just give me 1 minute. Let me only 2 people responded. Let me open Remind.
Okay.
I can put you in Remind. Yeah. Mind. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. So I have your class is this one here. It's your class right here. So I'm gonna add you. What's the name again?
Jada, J-A-D-A. J-A-D-A.
Oh, Jada.
Bennett, B-E.
B will be good.
Okay.
Yeah. Phone
and then
is
240 305 2957.
957.
Yes.
So tell me if you should be getting it now.
Okay.
Yeah, it sent it to you. So you just respond yes. That's all you need to do.
Okay.
Type your name. I think it will tell you what to do once you get the email. I mean the message in your cell phone.
Okay, I got it.
So all right.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Quick question: can you do that for like all your students? So could you do that for me right now?
Yeah, I did it already for everyone, but I think they missed the message. What's your name?
Aniyah, A-N-I-Y-A-H.
Last name?
Townsend, T-O.
T is
W-N.
T is good.
Okay. There's an H at the end of my name.
Yeah. Now I got it now.
917 659 5576.
5576.
Yes. Thank you.
Welcome. So now let's see. You should be getting it. Yep, I sent one to you. So respond yes, and then you put your name in there so you can receive. I see Jeda. See, she's in. Can you see her?
Yes.
She's in now. Once you respond, and then you should be in. All right.
Okay.
Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. You too.